Muzan? You gasped, standing up and grabbing Tanjiro by his shoulders. Oh my god, at least you're okay. What happened? I, I was about to catch him, but he turned an innocent man into a demon. Tanjiro clenched his hands, clenching his teeth. To believe he would use such lowly and cowardly tricks. What happened to the demon man? You asked. He shook his head, as if in, I don't know, gesture. There were these other two demons, though. A woman and a guy. They helped me escape some uniformed men. I think the demons are taking care of the injured man. You looked at Udan-san and hugged him before bowing. I'm glad I can finally rejoin with you. I have to take my leave and work. You're still the same child with mouth of a grown-up. He laughed, patting your back and looking at Tanjiro. Make sure to keep her safe, you hear? And make sure she writes me a letter at least every week. Yes, sir. Thanks for the food. Tanjiro waved farewell as you two walked away from the udon shop owner. Where to now? You asked before Tanjiro could answer. A green-haired boy stood in your way. It alerted you. Tanjiro protectively placed one hand over his sword's handle and his other arm in front of you protectively. The stranger looked at you. He blushed lightly before clearing his throat and pointing at you. You. Yes? You asked politely, smiling lightly. He jolted and stammered a bit before talking. You're an eyesore. Oh. You widened your eyes and then glared at him angrily. How rude. Well, you're not pleasing to the eyes either. You were accused of being fond. Oh my god. Accustomed to being fawned over all the time. You were the respection of elegant beauty and graceness. But, oh well, there's always a first time for everything. Right? Listen here. Yin is not an eyesore, Tanjiro fumed. She is a goddess on earth, a rose in a field of dead grass, the representation of elegance, beauty, and grace. See what I mean? You thought. Well, yeah, I'm well aware of her and her name, the boy cringed. This is her hometown, after all. Well, disgrace to the eye, what do you need from us? You crossed your arms. Follow me and put this on, your highness, he said, giving you a paper with a strange symbol on it. You looked at him quizzicantly. You want to be unseen or not? With a scoff, you placed the seal on your forehead. It disappeared. Now can you two follow me? He began walking, and you followed him. Tanjiro walked beside you, still yelling at the stranger. Yin's eye. Oh my god, this guy sounds like a creep. Tanjiro, please calm down. Yin's eyes are jewels, compassionate and tenderness, Tanjiro said, holding your face. Her eyes even hold galaxies in them. Let's go to a more illuminated place and you'll see. Can we please stop? This is the 49th reason you've given. The boy sighed in annoyance while opening the door. I'm back. Sorry for the intrusion. You bowed, taking off your shoes. Your gaze fell upon a woman with a white doctor's robe. Her face seemed rather familiar. Miss Tamayo? Oh, Yin. So the rumors are true, she said, getting up and holding your face dearly. Where is Kayaka? He's somewhere safe and away from this demon mess, you replied. And rumors? Does my mother also know? I'm not sure, but many demons began spreading the word about you. Yin Hanao, the demon redemptor. You have many names. It's quite nice to see that at least some demons still hold their humanity. I really didn't want all this attention. You shook your head and then looked at the dumbfounded Tanjiro. She was my personal doctor, though I've never seen this man before. He's Yushiro, also a demon, Tomio said. So, you got engaged. Congratulations. You smiled. Yoshua blushed deeply and Tomio sighed in embarrassment. It's not like that, she shook her head. I turned him into a demon 200 years ago to cure him. 200 years ago? Miss Tomio, how old are you? Tanjiro exclaimed, getting hit in the abdomen by Yushiro. Never ask a lady how old she is, Yushiro fumed. Yushiro, next time you hit him, I won't forgive you, Tomio said. The green and grayed-haired boy soon calmed down. Yes, Yushiro finally said. I only turn people into demons when their disease is incurable, and I always ask if they wish to become demons. Tomio continued, her talk with the red-haired and you. It also takes a lot of time to get rid of Kibutsuji's curse. Curse? You asked with interjeer. Any demon who dares to say Kibutsuji's name will immediately die where they stand. Tomio looked at your scared face, to which she smiled with ease. I, luckily, broke that curse, and so did Yushiro. Is there any way to turn back to a normal person that became a demon? Tanjiro asked, his eyes and voice reflecting hope, at the same time sadness. He then opened the box he carried on his back, letting little Nezuko out. My sister, she turned into a demon 2 years ago because of Muzan. Nezuko hasn't killed anyone since then. She's been sleeping these 2 years. Impressive. Tomio hummed before nodding softly at Tanjiro. There is a way to cure your sister. Please tell me, Tanjiro begged, tilting closer to Tomio, but Yushiro threw him away from her. Don't get anywhere close to Lady Tomio, Yushiro, Tomio said sternly, emanating a dark aura. I threw him. I didn't hit him, Yushiro defended himself. Don't do either of those things, Tomio said with a tired sigh before looking at Tanjiro and you. There's always a cure for everything, but in my current state, I'm not able to make the cure. What do you need? You asked, tilting towards Tomio. You sure did nothing, to which Tanjiro complained. So she also gets close? But she isn't you, Yushiro scoffed. I will need some blood from Nezuko to start testing it and develop the cure. I will also need blood from the demons with the most connections to Muzan's, Kibutsuji's blood, Tomio said. It will be a task hard to accomplish. Are you willing to accept? You looked at your lap. Your hands were fisted. You could easily agree to give a good proportion of Nezuko's blood, but the demon of the highest connections of blood from Muzan? It sounded quite impossible. You felt a hand on top of yours. It was Tanjiro's. Tanjiro looked at you with reassuring eyes, and it eased you down. We accept, both of you said at the same time. This made Tomio smile at you sweetly. You two make such an adorable pair. Tanjiro and you blushed deeply, but the moment didn't last long, for the voices alerted you. Demons. Get down, you and Yushiro said at the same time. He pushed Tomio protectively, and you shoved Tanjiro in a swift movement. Something broke its way inside the house and moved around, and it's about breaking many things and nearly hitting you four. There was dust everywhere, so you weren't able to see the demons. You took out your sword and waited for the dust to dissipate. Once it did, 2 demons were present. One was short-haired girl with 2 Tarmiri balls. I butchered that name, but I know it. The other was a male with eyes closed, and instead would see with the hands on his hands. Haired-colored hair and eye-colored eyes. A girl with a favorite color and second favorite color, Hori. The female demon giggled and looked at her companion. Do you know what that means? Our master will be overjoyed once he sees we found his precious mistress, and we bring him the hands of the Hanafu boy and the districtor. The male demon said, Mistress? Tanjiro clenched his teeth and gripped his sword tightly. Yin doesn't belong to anyone, even less a demon that murders people. Shut up and careful instant. Yushiro scolded Tanjiro, but the handball started hitting things again and aimed at his head, crushing it. Yushiro! Tanjiro exclaimed and then looked at Nezuko. Please carry the unconscious woman away from this battle. God breathing. Third form. God's holy tunic. You clenched, watching the protective light form, but instead of keeping Yushiro and Tamio safe, it started to slowly burn them. You immediately broke the light sphere. I'm so sorry, I thought it would... It's fine, Tamio said. Go battle. We'll be fine. You nodded and unsheathed your sword. You won't fight Yin. Tanjiro held your arm before you could charge towards the demons. I won't let you get hurt. But you allow Kayaka to wield a sword. You scoffed, jumping into the battle. Tanjiro soon following after you. I already apologized. You were nearly neck and neck in battle with the Tarami demon, but the problem was that the demon that could move about Tanjiro or you was a leaf on the windy day. Dodge the arrows, you idiots, Yushiro said. What arrows? Tanjiro and you asked at the same time. Yushiro groaned before throwing 2 seals at you two. Now everything made more sense. It was clearer. From the demon's hands, arrows would come out and move not only the Taramis, but aim at Tanjiro and you as attacks. May if I tried to predict his movements with my god breathing, you mustered to yourself. No, it would be useless. There are thousands of different outcomes. Yin, watch out! Tanjiro's alerted voice got you out of your thoughts. Your eyes detracted towards the red hat, but all you could see was a Tarami flying straight towards you and ready to crush your head. If it wasn't for Nezuko, who stopped the Tarami, losing your foot in the process. Nezuko! You looked at her injured leg, which was slowly regenerating. Would this also happen to Tanjiro? If he wasn't careful, he would. Nezuko will be fine. She heals fast, Tanjiro said, struggling to fight against the arrow demon. We should take care of this one while Nezuko distracts the Tarumi demon. I have a better idea. Back away, you said. But Yin, Tanjiro widened his eyes. You held his hand and looked at him refusingly. Trust me. You let go of him and walked towards the arrow demon with lifted hands. I will do as you say, but I request you to tell me, who is this man you're talking about? What is his name? I think I know what she's trying to do, Tamio said softly, standing a few meters next to Tanjiro. We're taking you to our master. Now follow us, the girl with the Tarimis said with urge. I will not accompany you unless I know his name, you refused. His name must not be mentioned, the demon boy trying to reason. How will I know you aren't trying to kill me as soon as I'm away from these people protecting me? That you will try to eat me as soon as I'm in a vulnerable state? How will I know as you truly taking me to Master Muzan? You crossed your arms. Unless you tell me his name, I will not move an inch. We're not allowed to tell you, Tarimi girl growled. If you aren't willing to tell me his name, then I'm not willing to accompany you. You clasped your hands together. God breathing. Ninth form. I'm going to butcher this name. Bitter Tama's breath. You charged against the demons while a strange mist emerged to the blade. Before the demon boy could react, you cut his hands off and then straddled his chest. The mist seemed to steam inside the demon's body and begun to rapidly decompose. You filth! The Tarmi demon growled. She was about to throw her Tarmis at you, but a small voice and sound of a clear slash were present. Moonless mist. The demon held her head fall off, but it never reached the ground, for she disintegrated faster than normal. Yes! My poison! It worked! A small kid jumped with joy. So Wisteria is the base of all anti-demon poisons. Kayaka?